Wait up, here I come. Weed. So I know it's been a while since I've made a sort of real video, and that's why I just wanted to make sort of a gaming update video. And I'll just call it my birthday special, I guess, even though my birthday was last week on a Monday. And I just haven't really been in the mood to make a video and to I really didn't really have that much to talk about, to be really honest. But of course, like always, I have been playing quite a few games. And for my birthday, I got Dragon Quest Remake 3, or Dragon Quest 3 Remake. And I got Super Mario 3D World with the Bowser's Fury. Is it like an expansion or like a specifically made for the Switch expansion DLC, whatever, add-on? I played both of them, and I really like Dragon Quest. I like them both, by the way, of course, even though this game is super grindy. And I mean super grindy. It's to be honest, it's like my mind's a little bit blown out with the amount of grinding I have to do in this game. I am at the point, though, in one of the towers where you finally get metal slimes. Finally. So I have been leveling quite fast with the metal slimes, the little ones, but I mean, fantastic game. I hope this game sells well, and I hope that Square Enix will make more of these older RPGs, especially like Nintendo or Super Nintendo RPGs, and just make them like this. The graphics look good. Everything basically is incredible, but it is super freaking grindy. And I know there is a little bit of censor in the game. I don't care that much. And I know there is this option A, option B, that should be male, female, guy, girl, but whatever. I don't give a shit. Super Mario 3D World, I have been playing this a little bit with my girlfriend, but also a little bit alone. Alone, all by myself. No. I'm at the second world, and it's a fantastic game. Is it as good as Odyssey? No, at least not at this very point. But I am really enjoying these two games. But oh shit, there are so many games I've been playing this past month. And I think that is sort of the reason why I haven't really been in the mood to make like a real video. Because I just have been playing this and then playing that. I played The Legend of Dragoon on PlayStation 1 and on PlayStation 1. And talking about the PlayStation, I know PlayStation 30's birthday. Yay, happy birthday. So I basically was 8 years old when I started playing on the PlayStation because my dad got the PlayStation. So that was, wow, I'm old. I'm 38 now. I'm an old hag. No, that's not that. And hag is like a female old person, like a witch. I'm an old grandpa. But even though in my mind, I'm still 18 years old though. But yeah, I mean, Sony today suck. I mean, they suck. But the old Sony, at least to me, was incredible. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, 3, even the beginning of 4 was incredible. And after that, it sort of crashed and burned. But I'm playing a Legend of Dragoon. I'm like 2-3 hours in the game, and it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. But I have seen a few issues, graphical issues, and translation issues, and I'm like, But still, it has its charm, and the combat is pretty cool, and I like the graphics, and the music is also pretty freaking cool. You know, I listen to a lot of like Super Nintendo tracks, like 8 hours of Super Nintendo music and like 4 hours of PlayStation 1 music. And I was basically in the first sort of real city. I'm like, hey, I know this track. I have heard this track a lot. And so that's pretty cool. I did beat 2 games though. I did beat 2 games because basically I was playing a lot of games, and then I sort of said to myself, nope, I'm now going to beat some of these games that I have been playing these last few weeks. And the first up is Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate. And if you like warrior games, and I like warrior games, it's like a hit or miss, right? Some warrior games are great, some of them kind of suck, some are like average. This one is freaking good. I basically completed this game, and I still need to play the ultimate content that you have in the game, and I will, because I'm not done with the game. I want to play more. Huge roster of characters that you can unlock, a huge amount of missions, a large amount of maps, but eventually, of course, you will get to see the same map over and over again. But it's a cool game. I really enjoyed my time, and still enjoying. Oops, my time with this. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to edit it out. The game I also really liked was The Legend of Heroes, or it's The Legend of Nayuta Boundless Trails. Now, I saw this game on sale from 60 to 20, and I didn't know anything about this game. So I saw the box art here and there, and I was just sometimes looking at Amazon, looking at the box art. I'm like, okay, it looks nice. And another Legend of Hero games. There are so many. There are so many The Legend of Hero games nowadays that I just don't know where to start, and I don't know if I can really get into it. So I just still checked out some gameplay and was pleasantly surprised. It is more of an action RPG like Ys. It is actually basically Ys, but a different texture pack and a different story and a different character. I like the game a lot. I especially love the music, and I liked that if you bought or found new gear and you equip it, you could actually see it on the character. You could actually see it on the character. That is so cool. I always love that if RPGs have that in their games. Not all RPGs have that, but I always loved it. I think the Ys games, some have it, but most of them don't. And you see this like beautiful art of like an armor, and then you equip it and you don't see it. I'm like, why? It looks so cool. But of course, it is something that basically right? You're getting used to it. That most RPGs don't show the gear when you equip it, but in this game you do. And it's kind of the same story as with Warriors Orochi 4, though, is that when you beat the game, the game says, ha, you beat the game, but not really. Like you have an after story that you have to complete, or you can complete if you want to. And I've actually read in a review that after you beat the game and the after story, you have to sort of do New Game Plus, and that opens up even more levels, more gear, more weapons. So this has a really good New Game Plus. So I did like these games. I beat them both last weekend. And the game I am playing right now is a game I've only heard bad things about. And that is Shining Tears on the PlayStation 2. On my MacBook PS2. It's one of the games I really wanted to play, especially Shining Souls Neo and Shining Souls Exa, because they're more 3D and they're kind of seen as like Diablo games, but then Japanese. So Shining Tears is sort of the black sheep of these three games, even though a lot of gamers don't even like the other two, but this one is like getting hated on a lot. And I'm playing the game, and I think I'm at the end of the game, because the game basically is saying this is the end boss. Well, of course, we all know the RPG trope where the game says this is the end boss, and all of a sudden it's not. But okay, I have been playing this quite a while, and there are issues with the game. Yes, there are issues with the game. The game is not perfect. There are slowdowns because there are in some levels there are an impressive amount of enemies on screen. So impressive that the PS2 can't handle it and it slows down. Is it annoying? Yes. Is it game breaking? To me, no. I'm still having a lot of fun. Graphically, it's like this water painting, higher resolution, Super Nintendo graphics, I guess you could say. Something like in between, you're like a chibi character. And I love the art design of the characters because you do, when they talk, you do see sort of a portrait of the character. And it's really this 80s, 70s, 90s anime style. I love it. I freaking love the art style of this game. Um, the combat does get repetitive, like Diablo, and it doesn't have the charm of Diablo. That's why you keep playing Diablo, because it has a certain charm to it. This game does not, Shining Tears, but it's not a bad game. I'm playing the game for hours. I'm just thinking, what is really bad about this? I mean, sure, the characters I don't really care about. Sure, the storyline isn't really interesting. The music is all right. It's not super good, but not super bad. There are some pretty good tracks. Graphically, as I said, the game looks incredible. To me, at least, it looks incredibly good. I really love the art style. And okay, sure, upgrading your weapons is kind of weird. You kind of have to use a guide to understand how to upgrade your gear. But once you get the hang of it, it is pretty cool. There are some extreme difficulty spikes. That is true. Some bosses are extremely difficult. Some enemies are extremely difficult. But once you sort of level up, and you can level up pretty quickly, I don't know. It just fades away and it becomes easy. And again, I don't know what the hate is about. I don't see a bad game. I see a game that I would rate like a 7. You know, not the super bad RPG. Never play it. You know, throw it in the trash. From YouTubers that I have seen, I'm like, it's not that bad. Really, it's not. So if you never played Shining Tears, go try it out. It is not that bad. Give it a chance. I won't say it gets better after 100 hours, but after a few hours, it does get better. And if not, then the game just is not for you. And that's basically kind of it, I guess. Do I want to say more? No, not really. I did pick up a few PS2 games that I sold in the beginning of the year, so I picked them up again. Um, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. But yeah, that's it. That's basically it. After I beat Halo, I just played a shit ton of games, and then all of a sudden I basically said, no, wait. You know, I have to go back to playing game after game after game, and I will repeat myself like a broken record. As I mentioned in one of my videos a few months ago, this has been the best gaming year I have ever had. I mean, I've never beaten so many games. I've never had so much fun playing all these games, and I can't wait for next year. Let's see if next year can beat it. But I mean, this year I played Metal Gear Solid 3 for the first time, GTA San Andreas for the first time. That's probably not going to be beaten, but who knows? I still need to play Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3, and some of the Tales of games on the PS2. So you never freaking know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave it in the comments below. What games did you play? Or heck, what did you do this entire month? How are you doing? What have you done? And what are you going to do on the I can't get the word, on Christmas and stuff, on the holidays. What are you going to do? Did you get anything from Black Friday? Leave it in the comments below. And you'll see me, like always, next time. Bam!